You goddamn people never.
Health is wealth.
Oh my goodness.
You're laughing a little too hard. Man.
Okay, so.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Does pineapple really go on pizza?
Now, this is a debate going on for centuries. The eyebrow and then draw it back on.
Can't.
What's up, y'all? Hope y'all good out there. We back again once more. You know, the crew, the original. What's happening? Nothing much. What do you mean nothing much?
Chilling. Relaxing.
You look very nice chilling and relaxing.
You have to.
Excuse me. You could have just said thank you. So all your people, let me guess, you're Sagittarius?
Wow.
What?
I can't be a Sagittarius.
Whatever sign is, Capricorn, whatever. I don't know.
We're the same sign.
I guess. Anyways, what's happening? What's new?
There's nothing new.
There ain't nothing new. There's always something new, always something exciting going on. What's going on?
What is exciting that's going on?
We're still going through the Super Bowl halftime show. Classic, legendary. What do you mean? That's not something going on?
We're still going through that?
Yeah, man. Well, I am. I don't know about everybody.
I feel like everyone's going through All-Star Weekend now. No?
Nah, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
We're at dunk contest anymore. Nah, anybody think about All-Star Weekend? Nah.
That was the worst dunk contest I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it's good to see the new players them come out and try a little thing, but it just wasn't as good as like the usual.
Yeah, we're gonna ask each other some questions.
All right, what kind of question you got for me?
No, what kind of questions do you have for me?
I have a lot of questions, but you gotta go ladies first.
You do? So then go.
Ladies first. No stopping stripping this. Nothing funny about that.
Why?
Ain't nothing funny about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Really?
Whatever, ask your questions.
What kind of question you want me to ask you? I said ladies go first.
Okay, fine. Gosh. Do you think cereal is soup?
That's what you text along to write down. If cereal is soup. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. No. Because cereal, soup, you have to cook stuff, right? It's usually like hard boiled food, like some dumpling and thing like that.
Not necessarily.
What kind of soup you gonna have?
Some people just have clear soup, has nothing in it.
Water soup? What's the point of that? Who would drink water soup?
Because if you're sick and you can't eat nothing, then that's all you can drink.
I guess. Yeah, that's not a soup then, that's just water.
Flavored water?
Yeah, just water stuff in there. It's not a real soup. What do you think?
Let's work.
I just tell you what I think. I don't think it's contest soup.
No, I don't think it's counted soup. Cereal, soup is soup.
Exactly. Cereal. What do you think about people who eat cereal hot?
Each his own. If you like it hot, you like it hot. If you cold, like it cold.
Okay, so in the islands we eat everything hot.
Mm-hmm.
When I came here the first couple times I eat cereal, people were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What do you mean? What am I doing?" Saying, "Are you a cat?" They're like, "No." Why you ask that? It's like, why are you warming up the milk, especially the hot? Like, this is how I eat cereal now. And almost everybody, honestly, from the islands, like kind of like shocked that people actually eat hot cereal.
It's a thing.
Yeah, like the first, even when I a couple of times I went because I couldn't really take milk because it was spoiled. In the summertime, I had powdered milk. And people were like, "Okay, what is that?" I'm just like, I've never seen powdered milk before. Like, no. Yeah, so no, like for real. And I was just like, how can I be the only person who doesn't eat cereal hot?
You know what? Because people don't like their cereal soggy. So,
but don't get soggy. And if you take too long to eat it, it gets soggy and soggy. But you gotta eat it in some type of pace, yeah.
You have to eat that real quick. Like real quick.
All right, what's your next question? Go on with your next question.
You have to ask me a question. You can't just be asking the same
Okay.
question I'm asking.
How come every time you go by McDonald's, the ice cream machine don't work?
You used to work there, you tell me.
I'm a maintenance man, okay? I should just be in the kitchen making the burgers.
That is a real question.
Yes. Who's their maintenance department people? If you go McDonald's 10 times for ice cream, at least 4 of those times, it don't work. I don't understand. What's going on there?
Somebody got a call. Owner.
And it's like, they don't have ice cream. They don't have ice cream all year, do they? I don't think so.
You used to work there.
I used to work there like 15 years ago. Okay, that's a long time.
So you don't know if they used to sell ice cream all day long?
I don't remember. Nighttime. No. Not the time of the day. Year. I can't remember if they really had much ice cream in the winter. I think they probably did for like McFlurry and stuff.
What about milkshakes?
Milkshake is the same thing.
But did they have that all the time?
If the machine working. Yeah, if the machine working, then they have it. But if not, then. Because the thing is, it's not like the same thing. As far as I can remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wonder that. It's always, as soon as summertime starts, it's not working.
Yeah.
And then the whole summer, it's not working.
Yeah, it's like maybe you need to get 2 machines or something. I don't understand what's going on with it.
That's why people go to Wendy's and they get a Frosty.
I'm not really a frosty kind of guy. But brain freeze thing won't work with me. Whatever. Why are you watching what?
Because it's just ice cream. They call it a Frosty.
If it's ice cream, you can't call it a frosty. Isn't frosty the ice chip up thing? With like coloring or whatever?
No.
Like we used to call back home? Chocolate snow cone?
No, that's not what a Frosty is.
Why is it frosty?
Frosty is ice cream.
Nah.
We're going to Wendy's in the summer. We're going to get a Frosty. It is not
So why is
a
that?
snow cone.
What is the thing in the kind of like ice cap? What is that? Isn't that frosty?
What you mean?
You know, like you have ice cap, right?
Yeah.
It's mostly ice. The ones that have the different flavor, the blue one, they run and stuff. What is that?
A slushy.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, whatever. See, I don't really use them things, so I don't know. You know, health is wealth. All right.
Oh my goodness.
You're laughing a little too hard now.
Anyway.
All right. What's your next question? What do you got for me?
It's a hot dog sandwich.
You had all week to think of these questions. That's what you come up with? I'm trying to find some real deep stuff.
That ain't what it's supposed to be about. Why are you going to be deep all the time?
I'm trying to figure out who tricked us into thinking Saturday and Sunday is only the weekend. You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? No, really. Who tricked people and tell people, yeah, you know what, you're only allowed 2 days off and, you know, you can't come in you only got to come in 40 hours a week.
Well, if you're your own boss, then Saturday and Sunday's not your weekend, though.
Yeah, but it's the same day of the week. Well, and they tell you, oh yeah, Friday's part of the weekend. Well, why am I at work?
Well, isn't that why they're trying to get Friday off?
They? Who's they?
I don't know.
Not in this country. It would be nice, but I mean, it's ridiculous, man. 40 hours a week away from your family and you're inside, not out in the sun, enjoying the time. Yeah. I don't know, man. This Ferris wheel matrix we're stuck in. Anyways, is it a sandwich? Are you putting stuff in there?
Do you put stuff on your hot dog?
Yeah, you yeah, I put like a little relish and ketchup, mustard, stuff like that.
Okay, so.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
So, if you go to a hot dog stand, what are you going to ask for?
Hot dog sandwich. No, I'm not. No, just ask them for a hot dog. Nobody go and say hot dog sandwich.
So you think it's a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a sandwich.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Why do you think it's a sandwich?
Because you put stuff on there.
And what else?
You have bread with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that goes in bread is a sandwich. If you put peanut butter in bread, is a sandwich, no?
I guess.
Bread and butter is a sandwich. Some bread and butter sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. It's a sandwich. Yeah, that's my answer. What do you want?
So if you put avocado in it, is
avocado
it
sandwich.
or is it avocado toast?
If you're toasting, it's an avocado sandwich toasted.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's my thing. Why are you laughing like that?
Because.
Because what?
Why don't you so many people stop it?
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Why curbing people that say ting for everything? Hey, pass me the thing on top of the thing. Everything is ting. And around the bend by the corner.
And they expect you to know what they're talking about.
Yeah. And I'm asking about the thing. You didn't see the thing right there. You're blind?
My mom used to do that. Oh, she still does that.
Yeah. And they always ask me, are you blind? I'm like, you have a lot of things over here. I don't know which one you're talking about.
They know what they're talking about. That's all that matters. We don't have
Yeah,
to
but
know.
why they don't specify, you know? You tell me to pass the thing over there. There's 5 things on the table. And then you expect me to know which one you're talking about. And because I don't know which one you're talking about, you ask me if I'm blind. Or stupid. Or dotish. Dotish is the dotish is the countryside one. You dotish or what?
Are you?
The level of disrespect going on in this house, I don't know where it's coming from. Don't say it's because of him. Him and I, we cool.
Oh, that's a different conversation.
Me and him, we cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is a different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another question that Caribbean people like to ask.
Yeah.
If you're watching TV and I go and stand in front of TV and I'm blocking you, and they say, your father does make glass? So if my dad did make glass,
yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't think
they know. Is it going to make me see through?
I don't think they know the answer either. It's like old people used to tell you stuff. Well, let me correct that. Elderly in the Caribbean, we say old people just...
Well seasoned.
Yes. Senior people. So nobody get more offended. Oh, you said old people. No, that's not what's going on here. The elderly used to tell you a bunch of stuff that doesn't make no sense. I don't think they had the answers either. It's just stuff that came down from generations that their parents and grandparents used to tell them, and they just follow, just to keep fair in them. It didn't even make no sense.
That one I never understood.
A whole bunch of riddles, and I'm just like, what was I supposed to take away from this?
Something. You might find yourself saying it when you get well seasoned.
But that's usually the thing, and I'm just like, I still don't know what this means.
Next time, ask your dad.
I'll ask him. I don't know if he knows either. Some of the stuff is just passed on from generations, and people say stuff. Your father's make glass, okay. Well, if he did, what happened? And if he didn't, what are you saying exactly?
That you're see-through.
Hmm?
That you'll be see-through.
But if he makes glass, I'm see-through. How do you see me?
That's fine. If he makes glass and you're see-through and you were blocking them, they wouldn't be blocked. They'd be seeing right through you. So you wouldn't be blocking TV. Technically.
So then he does make glass then. So why ask him? You see what I mean? All these rhetorical questions. What is that about?
I don't know.
Yep. Okay, how do you feel about people who is sitting down in public? Just like how this room is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took out my phone and I just not really turned it up, but I just started listening whatever. Loud. No headphones.
It depends where they are.
No. There's never a place for that.
Okay, what if they're outside?
No.
What if they're outside on a bench and people are just walking by?
You ain't got no headphones.
But they're outside in the open. Like if you're on the bus or the train, that's a different story.
Yes. No, I mean, I guess. No, but even on the train. Sometimes you're on the train, you're just there relaxing, chilling out. Long day at work, home time. And then somebody just come on with their mute there, with a big speaker just...
That's what I mean. If it's a bus or a train or
and then it's
like
everybody's looking at you, bro. Could you turn it down, please?
Oh, people don't care.
And then they start looking in the glass of the door, and they're rapping to themselves, and it's just like, bro, you put some headphones on, please. The worst is when you're in a quiet room, like a waiting room or something, and people start...
Okay. Does pineapple really belong on pizza?
Now, this is a debate going on for centuries. I think it is good on pizza. As far as belonging or not, I don't know. What's wrong with it?
I don't think anything's wrong with it.
I think pineapple enhances the taste of pizza.
Yes, but I think it depends on what other toppings are with it.
Like what?
I don't know, like pineapples and mushrooms and...
So what can go on a pineapple pizza?
No, pepperoni. I mean,
What do you think about anchovies in pizza?
okay, at first I never used to like it.
Mhm.
And then after a while, like, I kind of grew on me. So
I
I'm
used to
okay
hear
with it now.
I used to hear people talk about anchovies. Oh yeah, talk about something like really terrible, and I tried it, and I'm just like, it's just little fish.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
You know, it's not terrible. Like I don't know people, but again, most people don't like fish.
Yeah.
They say, oh, fish smells so terrible. Yeah, if you ain't cook it properly.
No, if you don't clean it properly. No,
Yeah,
even if you don't cook it. If you don't clean it properly, it's gonna smell
Yeah,
raw.
what kind of fish you been eating that you think fish is disgusting?
Well, the way I see people on Instagram when they're cooking meals and how they season fish, and it's about to smell. It's about to smell raw.
That is, yeah, that sounds about right too.
Well, let's go back to another question when people are saying that you shouldn't wash your chicken.
Nah, you gotta watch it.
Absolutely. You have to wash all of your meat.
Now, I don't remember what that guy's name is, but he did say the other day, by washing it, you're now spreading whatever all over the kitchen sink. Makes sense, logical sense. But the whole point is your kitchen area is supposed to be clean before you do it, and then you have stuff like vinegar and lime and thing to wash it down after. You know, you wear some gloves. That way, whatever you do spread, you clean it up, and everything's good. I mean, you don't know who been touching the chicken before you get it. You don't know what storeroom or wherever it was. Maybe they got termites, mice, roach. You don't know. Plus, it's blood on there. It's not like you just kill the chicken. It's own blood. Like, why would you want that? Why do you want to consume that? You're never supposed to be eating that in the first place, to be honest. Yeah, but it's hard. Like, oh man, the most difficult thing. All right, so we just try every year, for most of the year. Don't eat any type of meat, but it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
most places you go, they ain't got nothing with fish. Everything is just meat. It's very few vegan places. You look up something vegan, it's just like, well, it's only 20 kilometers away. Like, it's not a whole bunch of options. And half the stuff that says it's healthy, you look at the ingredients and stuff in there, it's not much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to do it for a while, but it's hard. There's not much options when you want to buy something.
Yeah, there's not.
Even if you want to cook something, sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta be really into that. Like really into it to know all these different meals to make.
Or eat the same thing all the time. I can't do that. That's when people just eat the same thing every day. Or the same thing a certain day of every week. I don't know how. The only thing I eat that much is cereal, man. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. I guess it's one of those things you have to play around with. You know, find like 100 different ways to make chickpeas.
Quinoa. Quinoa is tough. If you don't make that thing taste nice, it is rough. Let me ask you something. I looked at this no way. Why girls just shave off the eyebrow and then draw it back up?
Can't tell you because I don't do it.
Like real question. Like I never really understand the logic of it. Maybe it's just something I just don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But most people, when you ask them, just like, yeah, because it's fun. I'm just like, I don't get it.
Because it's fun?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I guess to be creative, put it how they want, or whatever. Why don't you just shape it in an ad? And some people just actually shave it off.
I know some people would shave it off and then they would just do the tattoo brow. So some people's eyebrows, it's not fully grown in. So
your baby eyebrows?
Some people do. Or if you were someone before who waxed your eyebrows a lot, then sometimes your eyebrow hair gets very, very thin. So some people just end up taking it off completely and might tattoo their eyebrows on or something like that. But
yeah,
I can't picture somebody with a full eyebrow.
I've seen a few.
Shaving it all off to draw it back on.
You go to the club sometimes or events or whatever. I know you used to see some people.
Yeah.
You can see full, see through. Like, if you sweat, you can see a mark right there.
Well, they should be using something that's waterproof. If that's the case, that's
I guess. So what about the eyelashes? What going on with the extra long eyelashes? 3 foot long eyelashes.
Okay, I don't know.
Sometimes I see people with eyelashes from across the street. Okay, I'm just like, where are you trying to collect it? No, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, sometimes it's just overdone.
It is. But I guess that's how we like it.
It's like, how do you even see? It's like, how do you even see where you're going on? It's like people who just have like 6 and 8 inch nails.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do anything? I know you can't use a touch-free phone. It's impossible.
It's not possible. They find ways.
How?
They find ways.
It works off heat signature. You can't touch it. Your nails are like this. You look like one of them grandpa.
They use like this part.
This? So you do that?
Yeah.
Wow, you look dotish.
Or like this, and they use this part.
And then in public, it's annoying. So here.
Okay. If animals could talk,
Mm-hmm.
which animal do you think would be the rudest?
The rudest? Well, that depends. A lot of animals get treated really bad. Who would be the rudest? I'd probably say dogs. Yeah. Because, I mean, I know a lot of people are dog people, so a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, how could you say that? But, on the other hand, when you really look at it, like, sometimes the strictness people just put on dogs.
So true.
You cut the dog hair and color it just like yours. Like, who told you the dog wanted to look like you? Yeah. A lot of people, they don't put the dogs down. They just have the dog in their hand all the time. And it's just like, I think animals just sometimes want to be an animal. They they kind of restricted to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can only go for a walk when you want to walk them, go to the bathroom. You have to wait for you to take them out. And, I don't know. Elephant, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Tigers, lions. I think any animal who can't be an animal. That's why I don't really support the zoos.
I think a monkey.
Yeah, that's another one too.
I really think a monkey because they're already so smart and they're already rude and they don't talk. So I think they talk.
Especially the little ones, the finger ones, and those are quick red monkeys too.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want to mess with them. I don't think you would mess with those.
No.
Okay, let me ask you something, and this is a mystery I've been trying to figure out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I walk by a rug store, I always see they have like sale, 50% off, 80% off, and there's 3 people in there. Who buys rugs? Do you know anybody who ever buy a rug?
No. And I've never heard anyone say, oh, I'm going to go this weekend and buy a rug.
Never. I never heard anyone. You know what? I gotta go get this rug, or I was checking this rug out on Amazon. Never. I mean, a few people have a rug. I know some people have rugs for prayer, but even then, I never heard nobody say I'm going to this rug store. I know people's houses have them, but you've never seen nobody in a rug store. I've never seen a rug store full.
No, usually there's 4 people in there, and those 4 people are the ones that work
there. Yeah, all day.
Mm-hmm. So how are they still in business?
How are they making money? Is it a front? No, I'm serious.
I don't know.
Because you gotta be making money. I mean, the argument could be made, yeah, well, they do online. No, they don't.
And I get people making their own kind of unique rugs now too. So those rug stores, I don't know. You know what? Maybe businesses keep them in business. Because a lot of businesses,
like mats and stuff.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, I can see that.
Churches and those places,
The church has been closing down though.
Well.
Especially since pandemic, a lot of people don't go to church no more. People can't stand going to church, dealing with these pastors, wickedness, thieving money, taking money, living better than them. A lot of people are really not too religious as before. It's not a society thing, where most people were looked at as an outcast if he wasn't religious. So a lot of churches have been closing in the last 2 years, 3 years.
Okay. So, what do you think is one fashion trend that needs to go?
Needs to go. That is in like right now?
Yeah, or just that you've seen that just keeps lingering.
I don't really know, to be honest. Like, everybody's different. Some people like certain things. Some people are okay with some certain things. Some people are not. Like, actually, like last night I was watching $1 Million Worth of Game with Pusha T.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying, like, for him, he's big in like the fashion stuff, but he's not like this. To him, he's not like the big fashion guy. He's more of like a translator type of guy. So he's like, Pharrell will wear something, and then his friends would be like, "What is your boy wearing?" But then once he wears certain things or put it together, like give it like a street look, and some people are like, "Okay, I get it." So it's kind of difficult because I remember like before, skinny jeans was not a thing. Like, you couldn't wear no skinny jeans. Now everybody wears skinny jeans. And then it started with the dress. Like men wearing dress. But then again, I think originally men used to wear dress before women. Apparently there's like a historic thing to it. So, it's nothing wrong with that, but some people are frowning at it. I don't know. I would say fanny pack, but then again, it comes in useful.
If life were a video game,
Mm-hmm.
what would some of the cheat codes be?
If life was a video game, what would some of the cheat codes be?
For gas.
Yeah. Gas. Avoid taxes.
No mortgage.
Or, if you do have a mortgage and you buy the house, you don't have to pay taxes after you have the house paid off for it. I think you shouldn't do that. Like if I don't pay for the house, you shouldn't be charging me for the land.
I agree.
The land ain't getting bigger. I know the value goes up, but really, you think about it, like it's what am I paying more money for? Continue for the rest of your life. So basically, you're just renting.
Pretty much.
Yeah. When you really kind of think about it, even if you buy your house, you kind of still just rent it because I guess your house you can pick up and move.
Yeah.
School, free school.
That should be all now.
Yeah, especially like college.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. University, you go to school for 4 years, 80, 60, 100K debt. To only find a job to pay you 20. Start off. The one you have experience, but nobody want to give you a job. You need experience to start starting off position.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like a business than anything.
Yeah, necessarily. You gotta pay for every little thing post-secondary school. Everything.
Or even if you pay taxes, I would say multiple taxes. Like, you gotta cut some of it out. You pay income tax, you pay sales tax. If you get some money, you gotta pay, I can't remember what it is. Whatever you inherit, you gotta pay some tax on that. If you make some more money, you get tax on that.
I think you should be guaranteed money back for income tax.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have to be paying you more. You should be giving me my money back.
The sticker for the car.
Okay, well, they're talking about getting rid of that, so we'll see.
I hope so. That's not a cheat code you can get rid of. Why not pay for a $120 sticker for you to tell me? Well,
or 200 and
240. Well, they never got the 240 from me. You get 1 year because I hope next year you don't have it. In that case, my 120. No way. You don't need all that money right now. Yeah, and I keep asking them when I go, what is the point of this? Oh, so we know your car's in service. Like, if you see me driving down the road, my car is in service. So, and after you pay all that money for insurance, you tell me you can't give me a sticker? That should come from the insurance company.
To see if your car's in service, isn't that what your insurance policies for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. After you pay all that money for insurance, they should give you a sticker. I think you should have to have a $120 sticker added on to your yearly bill. Like, where do you think people get all this money from?
Yeah, I think that they should. You could have a sticker, but I don't think you should have to renew it every year. I think it should just be a permanent sticker that's...
Yeah, or you renew it whenever you go do, like, a safety and inspection and stuff like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Every year, like, come on, man. What more do you want from me?
It's like if your sticker's expired, you're saying your car's expired.
Exactly.
I'm still paying my insurance every month.
Insurance, up to date, gas, everything, safety, good. But if that sticker's expired, you're not supposed to drive it. Like, bruh, hello. Is the earth flat? Or is it brown? Is it a sphere?
Is it a circle? Is it a circle?
It is a circle, as far as the picture goes. Now, when they say that, though, when they call it, the flat earthers and the round earthers, do they mean the whole thing or the actual earth itself? Because the globe is a sphere. Mm-hmm. It's round. You ain't wrong about that. The earth, the ground, gravity or not, it looks flat. Because if not, everything would be on the incline. Everything would be falling off. Like, we'd probably be sitting like this right now. So, nobody really wrong.
Can we walk to the end?
Nah, it's an ocean. But apparently, if you walk from here to the end of, like, I don't know, Greenland or something, or the Antarctica, you'll come up the other side of Australia. I don't know about that.
What?
Is sky the limit?
No.
So why do you tell us that? They're still telling kids that.
I don't know. The sky's the limit. You can go past sky. Go to space.
They tell you sky's the limit, but they've been in space. Yeah, we've been in space since 18, 19, whatever. And you still lying to people?
Yeah. Setting up false hope for these children.
Or you can be anything you want to be, but I'm not going to teach you
anything
that can help you get to where you want to be. I'm just going to teach you how to be a good employee and a model citizen that follows all the rules of society.
Yeah, they're just going to teach you the basics.
Basic stuff. For you to really excel, you got to either have an opportunity, maybe a rich uncle, granddad, or whatever, or you really want it and you head that way. Other than that, you're just going to fall into the system.
Believing the basics is not basics.
Yeah, like the assembly line and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next question?
What's the most awkward thing that's ever happened to you?
The most awkward thing that ever happened to me. You know what? To be honest, I don't really have much of those. I can't even really think of it.
I don't. I feel like I could think of things for you.
Like what?
I feel like you're that person that, like, no matter where you go, random people speak to you.
Oh, I don't really find this awkward. I mean, it is kind of. I'm just like they know me type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Yeah, you know what? That's probably a funny thing. I can't really think of. I don't really ever have awkward moments. I probably say the only awkward moments I probably ever had was maybe in like primary school, like show up late or something, assembly, and like everybody's looking at you type of thing. Yeah, you know, back home we do assembly every like Monday morning, the entire school, and then you show up late sometimes, especially if you do like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, you get some lashes in front of the school. That's about it, really. Yeah, other than that, yeah, probably random people talking.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the last person was. It was actually Sunday ago. Somebody just start talking.
It was literally Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you want to buy the poster.
Oh. You know what? I love these. What is the generation now? Z? Millennials? Whatever? Mm-hmm. I think a lot of them probably don't even know really know anything about Death Row. But because of Super Bowl, everyone's just like Death Row. Because I've been seeing people with Death Row t-shirts and I'm just like, I know you. Where all these Death Row stuff came from?
Yeah, they don't know the real.
So you just came out and just, hey man, bro, you want to buy this poster? I'm just like, no, I'm good, man. He's like, no, man, I'm not selling it. I'm like, what are you asking me? He just wanted to show me he got a poster, a different poster. I think that's it. That's all. But why me? Yeah, I'm going to put the soap in my wall. And what else he said?
I don't know. I just kept walking.
So, yeah, man, I'm going to put something in my wall and something else. I'm like, all right, cool. Awkward.
Yeah. Those are definitely awkward moments for you.
Yeah.
Always you.
Yeah, I don't know why. Some people, but it's weird because some people say I have like a serious face. I look unapproachable. But then everywhere I go, someone always walks up and just start having a conversation. Like, I don't know why.
I don't know. Something tells them to talk to you.
I mean, I don't think I look approachable. Not on purpose, but I have. But I just don't get why they choose me.
Nobody talks to me.
You're lucky then. The worst is when you're in somewhere and you got your headphones on, and somebody trying to talk to you, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool," and then you're like, "Sorry." Oh, okay, yeah, and then you put your head on your phone, and then they're still talking, and you're like, "I'm trying not to be rude right now, but you clearly see me trying to listen to something."
That was your first mistake. Why would you pull it off in the first place? It's on, and it's staying on.
No, but sometimes you don't know, like, why not, right? They may actually be trying to tell you something. You drop something or something useful.
Usually, if you drop something, they would have a gesture. So they would point to the ground. Or, hey, look, you dropped something. You look down. But if someone is directly standing you and they're talking to you, that usually is an indication that they just want to talk.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just don't really just continue talking. Like, some people just don't get things sometimes. They just don't clue it.
People who actually always try to talk to me, it's homeless people. I always have homeless
shelterless.
People. Sorry, shelterless people.
Mm.
I always have shelterless people trying to have conversations with me.
Mm.
and it's always me. Oh my, I could be on a train, I could be on a bus, I could be walking.
Yeah.
They just don't want to talk to me. The other people.
Yeah. I find most shelterless people don't want to talk to me. It's the ones that kind of like aggressive. Those are the ones who usually say something.
Oh my gosh, they get so upset at you. They ask you for change and you don't have change. Oh my
Bro, it's the pandemic. No one's been using cash. Sorry.
god. I remember one time downtown. This one homeless guy was asking people for money and people kept saying they didn't have money. He's like, you goddamn people never.
Yeah, he's just sticking out. You mean I got the money? I'll walk around here and got money. Shame on you guys.
God, I laughed so bad. I was like, what?
Yeah, shame on you people. You never had nothing.
There's something else, especially once downtown. There's something else. But like,
It's like the guy who, well, I think he was trying to buy drugs or something. Outside of Shoppers, he's like, hey man, you have some money, I can buy something to eat. I'm like, sorry man, I actually don't have any change. Again, it's COVID. No one was carrying cash. Places weren't taking cash. I mean, I'm a cash person. I like cash, but no one was taking it, so I didn't really take any of it. I go in the store, I buy some juice and stuff, come on out, and he's like, no man. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I don't want any. I was like, no, you just asking for something to eat. I'm giving you something to eat. It's not like I open it and eat from it.
yeah. I mean, if you did, they don't care.
Yeah.
They'll still take it, but.
So then when I was walking, offer him something to eat, I'm like, yeah. He's like, same thing, man. I ain't got the money to give anybody to buy no drugs. Just that's the only thing I was gonna think of you was gonna buy.
Mm-hmm. Or alcohol or something.
Yeah. And I was like, I'd rather give you something to eat, man. Or let's go inside and buy something, Timmy's or something. I'm not giving you the money to buy nothing, alcohol or nothing. Meanwhile, I guess sometimes I probably need a shot or two just to chill out too. So
yeah.
It's a rough place to be. I know what it's like. It's pretty rough. You don't know where you're gonna sleep tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Life is hard.
Yeah. What is the best Wi-Fi name you have ever seen?
Wi-Fi name? There's one or two, but I can't see it on here.
Same.
All right, folks. Thank y'all again for checking in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Once more, it's Nubiania.
Yep, that's one.
Plus one. Yeah, boy. And of course, Prince_Sarah. Don't forget to check us out. Click the link below. Check out our products. It's digital, whatever, health, beauty.
Got you.
If you want to donate with production, whatever, content creation, or you just feel nice, send us $1. That'd be cool. Links below, PayPal, everything. So you good?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Stay safe. Peace. One love.